Hey guys, welcome to my channel. It's your girl Kachi. Thank you guys for always stopping by. So if you are new, thank you for joining us on this channel today. Trust me, you're not going to regret this because we are legit around here, like I told you on my other video. So do the needful. Go down below the screen, you see a subscribe button. Go ahead and subscribe and part of us, and also give this video your likes if you find it very interesting and very helpful. Don't forget to also leave your notifications bell on so you'll be aware whenever I post a new video, and then share with your friends. Leave your comment, I'll always be there to attend to you guys. Okay, so without further ado, let's hop on in this video. Okay guys, I have been getting a lot of DMs from friends, from subscribers. I really don't know who they are, but some of them and most of the questions and informations they need are basically emotional informations, and I feel that okay, that means a lot of person have been going through a lot of emotional crisis in terms of relationship and feelings and all. Sometimes they get it confused, other times they just get it all wrong and they need a pathway to go. And then yeah, I've been helping as much as I can, but I thought today to just do a video that has to do with emotions, relationships. I just feel I should just put it out here for you guys. All right. So as you can already tell from the title, it's going to be signs that he is thinking about you. All right, and this is for my ladies. Okay, you need to like watch the facts and signs to tell you that okay, this guy is actually thinking about you. Don't just go ahead and start preparing for a future where you know that your today is having serious issues. Okay, and also try to understand that you don't have to be so pushy about when a guy start reacting the other way around. You need to know why he's doing that. Don't start jumping into conclusions and assuming a lot of things for the guy that is not true. Okay, also ladies, can I just divert a little bit? Please concentrate on your career than getting married. A lot of persons keep saying my mates are getting married. How old are you? We have some single ladies at 40 that have done a lot of things for themselves and they are still not feeling, I'm not saying that you shouldn't get married, but if it doesn't come, concentrate on yourself. Your career is very important. Like 70% of my brain is carrying my career and how to make money, and not how to a relationship and all. If it doesn't work, move on. Nobody wants a liability anymore in this life, so try to move on. I think I'm going to talk about something like that separately on another topic, on another video, but you guys need to like know this basis first of all. Okay, all right, so that aside, all right, now let's talk about how to amend your heart. If you're having double thoughts on probably a guy you're crushing on, you don't even know if he's thinking about you, and or you have a relationship that you're not really sure of this guy and you're having so much questions, this video is for you. Actually, it's a very important step for your life if you really want to like have a headway in your relationship. Okay, so the first is he's always texting you. If you see a guy that is always texting you, all right, that might be a sign that he's actually thinking about you, because every human being in this world always give time to whatever they care about. So please don't be deceived when you see a guy giving excuses that I'm always busy, or you have a relationship that was once moving okay and he was actually doing all the calling and texting, and after some time he now starts saying that he's been busy and he's been working, and you try to understand that fact, but you know that something has changed. And there's one thing with our instincts, 80% of our instinct as a lady is always true. Sometimes we just fight it, but trust me, if you go down to the fact, you might be right somewhere. So texting, when a guy keeps texting you, just know that the guy is really thinking about you. He might not have the time to call because actually he's very busy, but he's always texting you. Girl, watch it, the guy is really into you. All right, so that's the first one. He's always texting you. The next is he's always He always likes you on your social media page, and he's even following you. Trust me, most of the guys I know or that I'm aware of, including my brother, because I have a brother, so sometimes they always don't like being weak around a lady, and they just feel that they don't want to like follow you on social media. They just want to feel like I'm the man, and all this bullshit. But if you see a man that above all odds follows you on social media and is always commenting on your social media, everything you post on your social media page, he's always commenting, he's always giving likes, trust me, that guy is always thinking about you. He just wants to be updated on whatever you're doing with your life. He wants to know what is going on with you. A little experiences I'm going to be sharing as we go further. I once had an ex that when I started my social media page, especially my YouTube channel, I was expecting that he was going to be like the first person to always keep, liking and watching my videos and all, but he was actually very busy. He said he was actually busy, which is not true. Obviously, there must be one Anita or Benita somewhere that he's giving all the attention. So I kept complaining that, okay, why you don't even know when I post a video, you don't even check up on my video, all those kinds of things. I say, girl, there's a lot of things, how they do this, girl, you gotta understand, it's not my thing, and you always post female things, so how will I come in? But I was like, most of the people that are always checking on my videos, they are guys too, so it's not like they are female too, but they just want to support. Sometimes they don't even need the information, just watch it to see me and then support me. Why can't you do same? It's like, girl, I don't. So and all that shit, yada yada yada, blah blah blah, that he keeps saying, and then we broke up. Because if he's not there to support you in your time of need, if he's not there to look after you, if he's not there checking up on your social media page, then he's somewhere with some other girl, with Anita, doing some other stuff. Okay, so don't be deceived. If you see a guy not checking up on you on your social media page, not liking your post and everything, something is wrong right there. Okay, so the next is he is always happy around you. Now, guys don't always like feeling weak around ladies, all right? They always want to take charge, especially in this part of our world, in Nigeria. When you see a guy acting all feminine, sometimes we get like too diabolical and say something is wrong. She's done something to this man. She's done something to this man. Trust me, it happens. And don't always categorize guys to be the same because you've had exes that are not they are just not for you. All right, so you gotta deal with that fact. Okay, there's still someone out there that is always connecting with your energy sometimes, and that will get to you in due time. Don't push it. If it's not yours, leave it. The right person will come. Okay, so back to what we are saying. He's always happy around you. It's always hard for a guy to smile, to laugh, and leave himself like that, forgetting that he's a man, and laughing and being so happy around you. And he tells you too. He's not just happy, but he tells you too. He wants to spend every moment with you. He's always happy. That guy is the one. Trust me. Just look out for people like that. When he's doing that, just know he's the one. Now, there's another thing. Don't be confused as well, because sometimes they might want to fake it for some time, but trust me, they're not going to fake it for long, because it's hard to live a fake life. It's really, really hard to live a fake life. The truth will come out someday. So if he's faking, laughing, happy around you, liking on your social media page, doing all those stuff, one day or soon enough, it's going to fade, and then you find out who he is. So the next is he asks you a lot of questions. Now you have to understand that guys that always ask you a lot of questions always have you in mind in terms of future. Okay, because sometimes a guy will always be there and he doesn't want to know anything about you. You gotta be worried. If you see a guy trying to tell you that I'm a very free person, I want you to live your life, you gotta watch it, sis, because those kind of guys, they are the worst kind of persons, because they want to also have freedom to do all the things. All right, so please, if you see a guy that is asking you a lot of questions, know that the guy have you in mind. He's thinking the hell about you every goddamn time. He asks you, what would you like in a man? What would you expect from me? When do you want to get married? How many children do you want to have? Baby, what are you up to? What are your plans 2 years from now? What do you want to get into? All those kind of questions. If you see a guy that keep asking you those things, always curious, don't feel he's like wanting to get into your life, get a hold of your life, wants to know everything. Please always know the other way around is he is thinking about you, okay? The next is he is not checking his phone around you. Now, I've been a victim of this tip, this part. I had an ex. I'm going to keep giving you my experiences so you know you're not alone on this, okay? So, I had an ex that when we started dating, he was always he was always all around me, and he was always having all this energy around. After some time, um he started using his phone around me. It was crazy because I was like, this thing was not happening before. Why is it happening now? And he kept telling me it's work. I have to attend to work on my phone. I have to like do other things. I'm busy, and I'm here. Like, there's always time for you to work. You always go to work. You come back, and you still meet me here, and still pick up your phone and say you have work. Like, bro, who are you deceiving? There is someone out there, obviously. All right, so when you see a guy always with his phone when he's around you, something is happening right there, sis. You got to check it out. All right, but when he's always there and his phone is somewhere on the side, he doesn't really care. Just know that this guy is always all about you. All right, don't get it twisted. The guy is not with his phone. He's not using his phone, especially in this jet age where you see that technology has taken over. Phone is now the main thing. He comes around you and he drops his phone, and all through he just don't want to miss a second around you. Here's it. You gotta check it. The guy is always thinking about you. The next is he remembers the smallest and tiniest things about you. Now you have to also know that guys sometimes in their life, they always try to feel that they have a lot on their mind, and then they don't tend to remember some informations about you. But when you see a guy that is always telling you, remember 2 weeks ago I told you about your lace, or remember 2 weeks ago I told you there was a pin in your hair, or remember 2 weeks ago he just keeps remembering the tiniest little things about you that you can't even remember yourself. That guy is all over you. He is thinking about you. He loves you so much, and he knows you. He's thinking about you. That's all I have to say, okay? The next is he does not make any decision without you. All right, he doesn't make any decision without you. He wants to involve you in his future plans. Everything he's doing, he wants to make sure that you are involved. Whenever you have a guy like that, just know that the guy has future plans for you. Don't ignore those set of persons, because sometimes a guy just feels so their masculine nature. They always want to hide some things about themselves, like, okay, let me not just show everything off to this lady before she takes me for granted. Those kinds of reasons are the reason why they don't actually show off themselves, okay? But when you see a guy that's always telling you, babe, I'm going for a party, my office, and I want you to come with me, babe, I want you to let me into all these kinds of things. I want to start up a business. I don't know how to go about it. Can you tell me, give me some tips? And he's just always there listening to you. He wants to involve you in his life. He wants to make sure that you're there. He wants to know that you're updated with everything he does. Trust me, that guy is always thinking about you. So guys, the next one is he tries to squeeze out extra time with you. You gotta check out for those kinds of guys, because you don't always get them and everywhere, okay? Guys are always busy. They're always busy hustling. They're always busy trying to make a living. Even if you find you have the type that don't even have a job, he's always trying to get busy, even if he doesn't have anything doing with friends. But when you find a guy that is always squeezing out a tiny bit of time just to spend with you, don't take it for granted, okay? Don't always feel that this guy is always on your neck. He's always choking you. Be a man, I don't know why you're always around. What are you doing around me every time? Sis, if you find that kind of man, please keep him. Because if life treats you unfair one day and you get to have that kind of man that is not having your time, is always busy, that kind of man that you say you want to be a man kind of man, you will cry. Trust me. A lot of people have ignored this set of persons. A lot of people have taken this set of persons for granted. They give you the time, the attention, and you complain. You don't have the attention, you complain. Ladies, you gotta get it. You gotta get it right. You gotta keep it together. When you see these kinds of man, please take him seriously. Don't joke with him. He is the one that is always thinking about you. The next is you feel like the only one when he's around. Like, you feel like you're the only person he's thinking about. This is where instincts come in, guys. Ladies, you're always there with this guy. and then your instincts tell you that something is going on, something is fishy. You can't point a finger on it, but it keeps telling you something is fishy. You have to be worried, because your instincts cannot keep pushing a particular point to you over and over. Okay, if you have a guy that is always distracted one way or the other, little things distract him, he's not even listening to your conversation, he's just there, but he's not there, you got to watch out for those people. They are not real. But if you have a guy that is always thinking about you, he's giving you all the time, he's giving you all the attention, he's always there with you, he's always having eye contact with you every time, he doesn't want to miss a second with you. If you meet a guy like that, please keep him. Please keep him, because it's very hard. Trust me, in this part of the world, it is very hard to have a guy like that. Okay. Now, the final tip that I have for you is, he tells you all the time that he's thinking about you and that he loves you. When you find a guy that expresses himself like that, sis, he loves you. He's thinking about you. He wants you. Don't always think negative of someone when they say they love you. It's not always easy for a guy to express feelings, trust me. But when you see a guy that is expressing his love for you every now and then, sometimes unconsciously he tells you, I love you. Sometimes unconsciously he tells you, I'm thinking about you. Sometimes he tells you consistently. He has not changed, he has not derailed, he has not even forgotten a bit. He's always doing that before you do it, because girls are always the one that tend to do it before the guy. But if you find a guy that is always doing it even before you do it, you got to check out those guys. That kind of guy is thinking about you for real. Yeah, but you got to also know that sometimes you have to finally make up your mind to move a step further, because nobody's perfect. You're not perfect, he's not perfect, he might make a mistake. So try to deal with some kind of things that you know that you can deal with. But if there's some things that you can actually deal with, then you have to let go. So if you have more tips, leave it on the comment section. I will be there to attend to you. So that's all about the video, guys. I hope you find it very interesting, very helpful. I hope you love it, and I hope to see your questions and your contributions, because this is a very interactive topic. Yeah, so until then, see you on my next video. Bye.